Next, 21 children, of all the closed cylindrical cans of a given volume, 100 centimeter cube, find the dimensions of the can for which the surface area will be minimum. Okay, so 20 and 21. Here, volume was to be evaluated, maximized when surface area was given. Here, the other way around, volume is given now and surface area we have to talk about. Okay, so I've done the solution here, but in short, you will present it nicely. Okay, considering that the previous question was similar, I've just cut it short. I have not done any assumption, but आप assume करोगे जैसे उसने किया था, let radius be this, height be this and all. I've just cut it short for explaining. Okay, so volume was given to you. This would be a constant. दिख ही रहा है, 100 is a constant. 100 is equal to volume we know of a sphere, cylinder is pi r square h. Surface area is what we have to minimize. That is 2 pi r plus h. We know that formula. So differentiating, no, not differentiating. First, of course, we'll have to replace h out here. Again, rather than replacing r, h was to be easily replaced. So h from here will become 100 upon pi r square. 100 upon pi r square. So that I have substituted here. Calculating, I've multiplied this inside so that the expression becomes a polynomial sort to easy to differentiate. So this would give you 2 pi r square. Here, your pi r, half of the things are getting cancelled and you're left with 200 upon r only. Now this can be differentiated with respect to r. So this gives you a 4 pi r here. This becomes minus of 200 upon r square. You know how to differentiate by now. Okay. Equating that to 0. From here you can evaluate your r is coming as r is equal to 50 upon pi 1/3 root. See. Okay. For इसको 200 को cancel कर दे रहा 50 times and आपका ये r cube is equal to 50 upon r cube pi आ जाएगा, sorry, r cube. All right, so hence 1/3 root r की आ गई. अभी आप h evaluate करोगे. h का expression already ये था 100 upon pi r square. Okay, so this was your r. Okay, children, I don't know, in a hurry, I'm doing so many mistakes. And this was r, it was r square, so this power would actually become 2/3 here. Sorry, okay, just correct it. Okay, so this would become, because r was 1/3 and ये square है तो 2/3 हो जाएगा. Okay, so just correct it, all of you. 2/3 here as well. So this will be 1 minus 2/3. This will come as 1/3. Okay, yes, so just put your value of r here in this expression, r square, this r, and then okay, ये 100 है. इस 100 को आप split कर लो क्योंकि आपके पास pi upon 50 था तो इसको break करके मैंने 100 को लिख दिया है 2 into 50. Okay, so that this can be written as 50 upon pi. Reciprocate कर दोगे तो -1 होगा because first answer was in 50 upon pi, तो इसे reciprocate कर लो. Okay, this power would become -2 upon 3. Just correct it, children. Okay, so your net power will become 50 upon pi to the power of 1 minus 2/3, that is 1/3. So 2 times this much. So these are your two dimensions. You have to find the dimensions, but again you'll find your second order derivative as well. This was your first order derivative. Derivative of this comes out to be 4 pi. Derivative of this -2 इधर आएगा तो ये plus 400 upon r cube. Clearly positive implies minima. Right? Okay, then 22nd question was saying there is a wire of length 28 meters which is to be cut into two pieces. One piece is to be made to a square, another one to a circle. What should be the length of the two pieces so that the combined area of square and circle is minimum? Okay, now for this question there are so many ways. You can first assume the lengths and then proceed to find the side of the square, radius, but usse expression ज़्यादा complicated हो जाता है. Okay, so what I find convenient I've done here, I've assumed the side of the square क्योंकि आपको perimeter का भी formula चाहिए, area का भी चाहिए. So it's better we start by assuming the side of the square. So let the side of the square be x and radius of the circle be y units. Then 28 आप उस 28 लेंथ जो है उससे स्क्वायर भी बना रहे हो एंड सर्कल भी बना रहे हो तो स्क्वायर का पेरीमीटर लेना पड़ेगा. Okay, so if x was the side of the square then its perimeter would be 4x, and if y was the radius of the circle तो उसका circumference आएगा 2 pi radius we've taken as y. You getting that? This step you have to understand, children. Okay, so that is given to us as 28. Now area, obviously if you had supposed side and radius, और वो करा इसलिए था क्योंकि दोनों formulas बनाने easy हो जाएं जिससे. Okay, so area of the square we know is side square and this is pi r square. cool. Okay, then from here we'll find x, या आप y बना लो, x मुझे ज़्यादा convenient लगा, so that is what I've done. Okay, taking 2 pi y to the other side, so 28 minus 2 pi y upon 4. 1 by 4 of this much becomes your x square, plus this has to come as it is. Now the entire expression is in terms of y, so dA by dy, which is, अब ये calculation is up to you children how you do it. इसको 16 लिख लो, या मैंने split कर लिया है 4, एक 4 को अंदर रहने दिया because this 4 was anyhow getting cancelled. Okay, यहाँ पे आपका chain rule लगेगा, so don't forget, पहले 2 times this much आएगा, फिर इसका डेरिवेटिव करोगे, ये तो कांस्टेंट है, इसका डेरिवेटिव आ जाएगा -2 पाई. ओके, आई होप बाय नाउ डिफरेंशिएट करना आपको आ गया अच्छे से. देन डिफरेंशिएटिंग दिस, देन दिस एक्सप्रेशन दैट यू गेट हैज टू बी इक्वेटेड टू 0 अगेन फॉर मैक्सिमा एंड मिनिमा. Okay, and then if you equate that, ये negative वाला factor can be taken to the other side, so you're left with 2 pi y. Pi and pi is getting cancelled, so I've dropped that. Okay, that's up to you children how you do your calculations. Okay, and that is helping you find your y as 14 upon pi plus 4. You can try your own calculation and do that. Okay, not necessarily what I have done and how I have done it. Okay, so we find our y, or radius is coming as this much. Now we'll also find our x. So for finding x, this was the expression for x. So put that value of y in this x. 28 minus 2 pi, y की value रख दो आप यहाँ पर, calculate करो, take LCM and all, you are getting your x as 112 upon 4 into pi plus 4. Right, I did not cancel this 4 because मुझे पता है कि मुझे actually x and y नहीं बताना है. I was supposed to tell the lengths. The question was what should be the length of the two wires, and length of the wire would be the perimeters of the figure. Okay, so length of the wire for square would be its perimeter 4x. So 4 into ये आपका x आया था, multiply this by 4, so ये 4 and 4 cancel हो गया, you are left with only 112 upon pi plus 4. That would be one length, and for the other one you'll consider the circumference 2 pi y. ये y का वैल्यू यहाँ रखा हमने, and this is what we've got the other length. Okay, then find the second order derivative. This was your first order derivative here. Okay, ये तो कांस्टेंट है, इसका डेरिवेटिव वैनिश हो जाएगा, यहाँ से माइनस माइनस वॉज ऑलरेडी प्लस, एंड आपका ये था 2 upon 4 which becomes 1 by 2 and pi square. Okay, so you're getting pi square by 2 from here, and from here 2 pi. Whatever it is, in net we know this is clearly coming out to be positive, hence that's a minima.